Hi, everybody. So, it's been a little while. I've been, it's a holiday season, been on vacation. Back home, seeing my family back in the south, hunting a few deer and shooting them. But now I'm back. Here, it is so cold that, yeah, I gotta turn the propane heater on. Anyway, so this is a continuation, still working on the left wing spar. Finishing up all of the countersinking that is for all of the holes. Everything gets countersunk. The top of that wing will be flush. So there's 3 general size holes that you're going to wind up countersinking in the top and the bottom of these spars flanges. Like we've gone over before, you're going to do the tank. We'll go from largest to smallest. So the tank nut plate countersinking will be very large, and you can kind of see those right at the very bottom of the video there. So those are the biggest because those are going to fit 32 thousandths inch skin along with number 8 screws. The second largest will be the number 40 holes that wind up getting drilled for numbers, or is it number 40? They start as number 40, but they wind up being holes for number 6 screws, and those are for the accessory plates on the bottom flange of the spar. Actually, sorry, there's 4 different thicknesses. The third thickest, the third deepest, I guess I should say, will be the holes that are for the normal skins. So that's what most of the holes are going to wind up being, are just the countersinks. And as you look down the length of the spar flange, it's the ones on the left right now. Those are the ones that will fit the skin. The only thing that's really detachable in this whole wing is really just the fuel tank. Anything else that you have to work on, you have to have it through an inspection plate. And follow up with the smallest holes, which are actually 2 holes where the spar will meet the ribs. So at the top and the bottom, each rib has 2 number 40 holes that are going to be meant for 83-3.5, I'm pretty sure. So here, just putting on a few accessories for the spar. At the end, on the left, there's a plate where there are 4 nut plates. This will be, I'm sure, for an accessory housing for wiring. You've got landing lights out there. You've got nav strobes and various new avionic type accoutrement. And there I am dropping the camera again. So most of these you have to do with a rivet gun. You can do the outer 2 with a squeezer, but the inner 2 you need to have a rivet gun for it. And it is pretty thick 3. It's 3 size rivets. They're pretty big. I think they're times 6 or 6 length. And I don't care how well the holes are lined up or how everything, with really long rivets, you got to be very delicate. So that's when I actually turn my pressure on my rivet gun down so that I don't wind up smearing anything. And now that the top is done, now it's time to do the bottom. So yeah, it was a nice holidays. Got to see my pops. Got to hang out with my brother a lot, which was nice. Saw my sister, all my little nieces and nephews. Spent some glorious time out in the woods. Dropped a ton of cash on a hunting license that I only used for 3 days. But hey, the venison isn't gonna just jump into my freezer, you know what I'm saying? I shot a nice, I don't really hunt for sports or bucks and that whole thing. I really don't care about antlers. You can't eat antlers. But I shot a nice doe. She weighed 175 pounds, which anyone out there that's watching this, that's a deer hunter, is gonna say, well, wow. And this is a whitetail. This is down in Mississippi. I'll just say that our land has a lot of acorns on it, and these deer get fat, so it was nice. Oh, yeah. So, before I do any countersinking, I'm also working on attaching the aileron hinge brackets. there's a couple things that you wind up attaching to the spar, besides those nut plates at the end. Oh, jeez. Really? There you go. Anyway, I'm just attaching those because I just remembered that I had a friend come out and actually help me with the rest of this. So anyway, we will continue on the spar prep in the next video.